Hello, welcome to Temple University and the Temple Honors Program. My name is Dr. Amanda Newber, and I have the greatest job in the world as the Director of Temple Honors. So you've heard of the 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon, so we're going to apply the 6 degrees of Temple Honors, starting with Alex Gertz. Alex is currently the Vice President of External Affairs at the Free Library of Philadelphia. Eileen Owens worked there after graduation with Alex, but now runs exhibitions at the Philadelphia Museum of Art. In college, Eileen was best friends with Gannett Cassidy, who is now head of a lower school in Shenzhen, China. Gannett was my student worker in the honors office with Kevin Finley. Kevin has his master's in education from Notre Dame and is vice principal in Phoenix, Arizona. In 2015, Kevin joined me as an adult facilitator on an honors service trip with Bobby Orlowski. Bobby has worked at Johnson & Johnson since graduation in LA and Philadelphia, but literally texted me the other day to let me know that he is moving to Austin, Texas, and will be working for Apple. Bobby was a tour guide here at Temple with David Lopez. David worked at the White House during the Obama administration and now does government affairs and public policy at Google. When I realized he was using David, I had to work in 2 bonus connections. In 2019, David was named one of Temple's 30 under 30 with Mariah. Mariah, who used to work for Microsoft and now also works at Google, but in London, and Kamali, who earned her MD and MBA at the same time she was training as a Team USA fencer and was an Olympic alternate in Tokyo this past summer. Kamali is now an orthopedic surgical resident at Temple Hospital. All 3 of them were part of the same 30 under 30 cohort as Hazim Hardiman, Temple's first Rhodes Scholar, who is now getting his PhD in American Studies at Harvard. Hazim mentored Marcus Forst, Temple's first Goldwater Scholar and first Knight Hennessy Scholar, who is currently earning a PhD in physics at Stanford. In college, Marcus was very good friends with Nadira Goff. Nadira earned her master's in communications at the University of Leeds in the UK and now writes for Slate magazine. Her #1 best friend was and is Shali Pai, Masters of Public Health from Columbia, now a clinical researcher in New York. Shali's roommate during the pandemic was Mara Edwards, who did Teach for America in Tennessee and now teaches in Philadelphia and doesn't have much of an online presence since she works with kids. So this is a photo of Nadira, Shali, and Mara from a Temple Honors tailgate. Mara was an honors student worker with Lizzie Yazbak, who currently works here at Temple in the law school. Lizzie is great because she immediately helps us make 2 direct connections. She was the student coordinator for HAT with Kelly McArdle, who has a PhD in women's studies from UNC Chapel Hill and is doing her postdoc in classics at Penn. And Lizzie currently serves as president of the Honors Alumni Council with fellow council member Brandon Johnson. Brandon is the assistant athletic director at Drexel University, recently got married, and his best man was Trey Grew. And here's where it gets super sappy. I actually introduced Trey to his fiance, Leanna, and just a few weeks ago, they asked me to officiate their wedding next year. Trey and Leanna were adult leaders on an honors service trip with Faustina Wynn, but now is in optometry school. And Faustina, in February 2020, the last time we were able to have these events in person, stood on the very stage in front of you with Cece D'Arville, currently earning an MA in history at VCU. And that is how you play the 6 degrees of Temple Honors. And honestly, I could keep this game going for hours with extended stories and connections about every single student in these photos and hundreds more. Our students and alumni are impressive and special.